My name is Woody Woodson. I'm 44. I first heard about Super C Veg on the radio. Scott Kennedy was on the radio talking about the benefits of C products. And I couldn't imagine not trying that for myself. I was always interested in bettering my health. And I was just one of those kind of guys that would say, I got to try this. I was interested all my life, actually, in doing something to improve my health. So I've tried multivitamins, I've tried sea silver, I've tried a lot of different things, but nothing really interested me as much as Super C Veg has, due to its organic nature and things like that. When I heard about it on the radio, I said, this is the kind of product I was looking for. I said, I've got to try this. When Scott was referring to how closely that the human body is to the ocean and how vitamins should be living, that struck a nerve with me. I realized that everything I'd been taking was dead, and that's not what vitamin even means. And so I wanted to go there because that's the origination of the word. When I first started taking Super C Veg, I'd been trying other products, sure, but my weight had been gaining. I was already very large. And by the time I actually started experiencing weight loss, I was over 400 pounds. And so I was looking for anything to work. And I always believed something would work. I'd never imagined that there was nothing on this planet that could help me. I just hadn't found it yet. Early on, I got signs of something was about ready to happen. Mental clarity, overall higher energy, things like that. I still didn't see anything like weight loss, but I knew I was feeling better right away. And that was within the first 30 days. However, after about 90 days is when somehow my body took over what I really needed done. I needed to lose weight. I was now so heavy that exercise was not an option. I was really in trouble. What I needed was somehow to find a balance. And when my body got enough nutrition in it, I don't know what happened for sure, but Super C Veg allowed my body to take over. When it took over, the weight loss happened on its own. And that's what I wanted to see. That's real. I didn't want something to force it out of me. And it was so much easier for me to just stay on the product when I realized that it wasn't going to kill me at all, that it was helping me. Trying other products, I got other benefits, but never did I experience the weight loss, never did I feel better right away. I was always under the assumption that if I kept taking this, I got a couple maybe little things that I might have noticed. Is that really a benefit from because I like the product, because I'm happy I'm doing something for my health? Did it really come from the product? With Super C Veg, I knew it was from the Super C Veg. I could really tell the difference. Now it's been 4 years since I first started taking Super C Veg. And I can look back and honestly say the Super C Veg is what made the difference. There was nothing else that I was doing at the time that could have made this kind of an impression on me. And it was a very slow and gradual thing. My body had taken over. And I just let it. I didn't have to force anything. I didn't have to start an exercise regimen. I didn't have to suddenly watch what I ate. But I wanted to because my body was responding. I felt as if, wow, if my body is going to do something nice for me, I want to do something nice for it. And so when my body started changing, I started changing. And it's become really a lifestyle for me. And I would never consider stopping taking Super C Veg for any reason, just simply because I know that it has done the job for me. It's been 4 years now that I've been taking Super C Veg. I have lost in excess of 190 pounds. I'm going to call it 200. I don't know exactly what I weighed at the very top, and I probably wouldn't want to know. But I do know that I've come comfortably down to 210 pounds, 220. That's where I fluctuate. And my body does what it needs to do, and I'm very happy with it. And I would never consider getting off of Super C Veg because I know that balancing my body is what caused my weight loss, what caused everything to kick into gear. All the benefits that I first started receiving, I'm still receiving, in addition to the changes. And I just want to keep them. I've been taking 6 Super C Veg a day over the course of the 4 years. Sometimes when I don't feel so good, I take a little bit more. I consider it to be food. There's it's not a drug, so I'm not trying to feel better, but sometimes you've got to feel as if you're doing something about a problem. And I've never taken more than 9 in a day. And it's not something I just keep grabbing handfuls to feel better. No, it's not like that. But I like what it does for me, and it's just food, so I know even if I did overdo it, I'm not going to break myself. I've always had a suspicion about advertising. I always, when I see an advertisement on TV, somebody's trying to tell you, this is what you're going to feel. I get very suspicious about that, because that can't be the same for everybody. And no, I would never go back to chemicals. I would never go back to store-bought vitamins, especially something that if I look on the label and I see something on there that says, I really don't want that, and there's nothing in Super C Veg I wouldn't want to take. Everything that's listed on there is something that I would want in my body. And so I don't have a problem with what I take, when I take it, how I take it. It's a quality product. Whereas if I look on a label, there's always something artificial colors, artificial this. And I say, if I take that for the rest of my life, will I become that artificial? I've always considered myself an intellectual through life. And many men would like to be at the peak of what they do. And I see that with what I've been doing over the past 20 years. And with Super C Veg, I've been able to find those peaks when I needed them. And I would recommend people take Super C Veg as a performance enhancer based on that, because it's done a lot for me that way. In the industry that I've been in, mostly has been dominated by men. And I have found that every single one of them that does something to enhance their performance has done better. But over the course of enhancing their performance, they've broken themselves. I've done that myself. Super C Veg has not come close to breaking me. It's done nothing but help me since I've been taking it. And if you're taking caffeine every day or taking artificial vitamins, when you realize that it's not helping you over the long term, that something eventually didn't happen, and you've been taking something for 4 years or however long you've been taking it, it's not working then. Super C Veg has been working for me for 4 years. With all the changes and with everything I've gone through over the past 4 years, there is no reason I would never continue to take Super C Veg. It's helped me in many different ways. You never know what you're deficient in, and Super C Veg has the whole spectrum of nutrition in it. I don't know exactly what it was that was wrong with me before, but I know that if I keep taking Super C Veg and it balanced my body, that balance is what will continue into my future, and that's what I'm never going to give up. I'm going to keep taking Super C Veg for the rest of my life.